Holy shit. Optifine dropped just a few hours ago. I've downloaded it. I've already done a save of my world, and I am so excited. Oh my god. Finally, I have been waiting for Kays and Kliss for like a year and a half now. I started this Let's Play in 1.16.1, I think, and I started that in August of 2020. So, this is crazy. Holy shit. So, as you can see, still 1.16.5. I already did a backup of it, so we're gonna load in my world for the first time. Oh god. Beautiful. Hello, and welcome to this episode 14. To recap the last episode, I built a very whimsical wizard tower that you can see in the background there. And for this episode, I just upgraded to 1.18, as you saw, and we will be doing some exploration as well as, starting a really cool map wall. Also, I got netherite between episodes, and I'll put that clip here. I also got rid of the Thorns enchantment because I just don't need that energy in my life. As you can see, I started an observatory, and we will go into turbo build mode real fast right there. Okay, so I finished the time-lapse, as you saw, and I kind of high-key hate this dark oak plank thing situation. It doesn't look good at all. So as you can see, like, I took the iron from my iron farm, and then just tried to put it on, and honestly I think I'm just going to replace all of this with that. I think it just looks so much better. And then in here you can see that it's really uneven, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to make it these two blocks, right? I'm going to make it go all the way up and make it iron up until there. So that's the goal here. Really happy with this, actually. I'm super proud. This is a really cool observatory, and I cannot wait to get deep slate. Oh my god. But anyways, that was just a little update. that last clip was filmed on December 5th, 2021. It is currently July 4th, 2022. So there's been a lot of updates since then. And part of that update is I finally upgraded. I think I was in 1.16. Yeah, I was in 1.16 in that clip. And now I'm in 1.19. Sorry, brain fart. We have deep slate and copper on my beautiful observatory. So this is really cool. Let's go over here. Also, let me know, do you prefer the view bobbing on or off? When I walk around with maps, I'm turning it off because, or else you can't fucking see the map. But when it's, when it's on, I feel like it's more natural. I don't know, you let me know. I made some changes. The first change was I replaced the warped wood with the copper, and I'm gonna wait until this is like the blue copper. I think that'll look really cool. I completely finished the iron, replacing with iron. I had so much iron. And then you can see it's already starting, which is really cool. I'm not really happy with all of this deep slate. I think I want to, maybe on the sides here, put polished deep slate, or maybe put the deep slate tiles. I haven't really decided yet. I'll play around with it and update it eventually, but I think it looks really cool. Oh, and another thing is I added slabs on top. It also makes it a little bit rounder looking, which is a good touch. But more importantly, it stops mob spawns now. Only if we could have half slab iron slabs, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. So I don't know what to do for the top there. I guess just hope, maybe put glow lichen. I don't know. I'm going to add a telescope here, and that's going to point to spawn. Spawn is roughly that way. And then this here points, this here points north. I know that this is going to piss everyone off. The fact that this is pointing that way and this is pointing that way. I know that's going to irritate so many people, but I don't really care. And I wasn't sure if I should make my entrance here or make it over there. Oh, that looks so wrong. Do you prefer it facing this way, or do you prefer two, or one? Do you prefer me entering it like that or like that? Let me know. I'm gonna make my map wall here. I'm gonna definitely fill, you see how this is like, it's indented? I'm definitely gonna fill that in a little bit more, just so that like the map will be flat against the wall, so there'll be more flat wall space. And overall, I'm actually really happy with my design. I don't know, I'm really proud of it, and I don't know if I want to keep that dark oak though. If you have any ideas, let me know. And then actually, unrelated really, but one thing I'm not super happy with anymore is my creeper farm. I really don't like the sandstone. I feel it looks really out of place. And so, let me know, should I be putting warped, stripped, oh, another golem? Did we see another golem fall? Yes, we did. Here, do you like the warped stem? Should I put that on there? Let me know. Oh, this is so much fun. I love the spyglass. It's so cool. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go exploring. Let's go exploring. Okay, that's it. Next clip. So here I'm going to use footage of me checking out the 1.18 generation underneath my base, and I want to just talk a little bit about why it took so long for me to upload this video. Because it's been 7 months between this upload and the last upload. Someone had a premature baby in that time, so it's been a hot minute. So let's start at the beginning. I started my Let's Play in 1.16 because the old Nether was super boring and I wanted to see something cool. Now, I'm doing my Let's Play, I'm doing my thing, and eventually, we get the news that the next update was going to be Caves and Cliffs, and shortly after that, we were told it was going to be split into 2 updates. So I decided at that time that I was going to wait for 1.18 because I was like, I want the full Caves and Cliffs experience. I'm not skimping out on this. So I did exactly that, I was very careful. I made sure that the launcher was always in 1.16 whenever I loaded into my world. I made sure that I didn't go too far away from my base and that I didn't load too many new chunks. And so I did that, and that was fine. And then eventually 1.18 dropped, which was awesome. But I opened it, and it turns out that it lagged my laptop like crazy. And for whatever reason, it was even worse with Optifine. Like, I don't know how that happened, but for some reason, it was just not agreeable. And so the footage that you're seeing was taken on a different computer, actually. Now, my dad is a tech hoarder and had an extra computer, an older computer, laying around. And so I figured, okay, I'll use that instead, because 1.18 worked perfectly on there. Now I want to be clear real quick here that I keep using computer, but what I mean is laptop. I use a laptop, but my dad had a proper computer. So yeah, just to throw that in there. But anyways, so by the time I got to that solution, I just did not have the time to work on YouTube, so I decided that I would start playing once I got back home and had access to the computer. So, a couple months passed, and by the time I got home, 1.19 was like 2 weeks away. So I further delayed filming my exploration episode at that point. And by the way, when I say exploration, I mean like loading in new chunks, because, I didn't have really a big problem with loading the chunks underneath my base in 1.18. It was more that I wanted to see the new terrain generation and get the full, caves, cliffs, deep dark, everything, further out, into new uncharted territory. So that's what I mean when I say exploration. I mean loading in new chunks. So 1.19 finally comes out, and I make the fatal mistake of not checking to see if it works on my laptop, because it turns out that 1.19 works perfectly on my laptop. And furthermore, I didn't do enough video tests on the other computer, to check that it works. And honestly, at this point, I think I got what I deserved for being so careless, because it turns out all of the footage of me finally seeing 1.19 for the first time in my world, after 2 years of waiting, it's super jittery for some reason. It looks really bad. Like, that computer just is not made for recording. And I'll still include bits of it, specifically when I go to the Lush Cave, and when I see the Deep Dark, but overall, it's not great. So, in the end, it kind of sucks that I waited for 2 years to update my world, and give you, like, a cool experience, only for the footage to suck. But overall, at least I can say I got the full Caves and Cliff experience, as promised when it was first announced. I got the epic highs and lows of 1.18, and then I ended up with the Warden and the Deep Dark. So, that's what we were promised back in 2020, and I got it. So, it was worth it in the end, I think, waiting. The only part that I'm disappointed with is the fact that my 1.19 experience wasn't properly recorded, because on my end it was smooth, it looked great, but the footage that was gathered is not great. So it's more of a, kind of sucks for you guys, basically. So yeah, it sucks that my experience wasn't preserved, but shit happens. But now I'm back on my laptop. It works just fine. My laptop's reliable when it comes to recording, and I'm super excited to show you all of the cool stuff that I've been planning over the last few months, because I haven't just been sitting around, I have been scheming. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next part, and that is me finally going into the world and experiencing new chunks for the first time, and checking out the new terrain and seeing all the cool stuff that Minecraft has to offer. So, let's go. And to my surprise, there was actually a deep dark right there, which was pretty cool. And I found a Skulk Catalyst, which is cool because I actually have created a Skulk farm design and I posted it to Reddit, but it's like I saw it, like I made it like a day or two after the update, because I was messing with it in Creative World, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to learn anything about the Warden, I'm not going to learn anything about the Deep Dark, and I was very successful. I have not seen an ancient city. I didn't look up anything about the Warden, or at least I tried not to, and so, yeah, now I know a lot about it because I've finally, like, I popped that cherry there. You know, I didn't want to look at the Deep Dark. I wanted it to be totally fresh because I knew pretty much everything about 1.17 and 1.18. Like, not everything, but, like, in the sense that I watched a ton of update videos, right, from a bunch of YouTubers who went over the new features. And so, like, I knew a fair amount, but I didn't know anything about 1.19, or I knew very, very little. There's some stuff that's just kind of unavoidable, but I knew very little, and I was very successful at not, at avoiding spoilers. Here is footage of me summoning a Warden. Okay, so one last thing that you might have noticed around my base, I had some of these bad boys, these amethyst crystals. I don't know if you noticed them, but over here I found a little amethyst, and I just want to show it to you really quick because I didn't show it earlier. I kind of have a little farm going here. I think it looks awesome. Personally, I really like it. I tried to clear out as much of the amethyst on the side as possible, and I could do more, but the thing is, this is an insane amount. So I have this really close to my base, and then over here I have more cave, which is really cool. And I was starting to take some deep slate from here, and then I realized that I'm still digging the hole, and I have plenty of deep slate laying around over there to mine from. But I did make a nice handy dandy little tunnel, you know, starting to use that glow squid stuff. So pretty fun. I really like this kind of, I don't know, kind of like an archaeology vibe, I guess, maybe, question mark. But I'm really happy with, like, that I actually found a geode. I think that's really cool. Also, I think it looks pretty cool from the outside, although I will say I clearly have a penchant for circles. I'm a bit of a round circle in a square hole. Here, by the way, I took down my little lanterns just because I don't need as much light, which is really awesome. I really like the fact that I don't need as much light, and I can totally get rid of these later. So yeah, anyways, let's look at the spoils from my Lush Cave expedition. Not a lot. I got glowberries. I got a flowering azalea, which, boom, really cute. I love it. It's so cute in the thing. I think it looks so good. I got 2 axetals. I got a spore blossom. I got a moss block, a skull catalyst. I like how I got just one. I got a singular moss block. It only a thing of glowberries. But I mean, that's kind of a lie because I already have. I've already put it on my iron farm. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Oh, and I mentioned at the beginning of my episode that I was working on a map wall, and I will say that I kind of am. For the one that's in the observatory, it's definitely more decorative. This is more like if I'm actually traveling places, I need to have something a lot more compact. And so you can see I've been doing quite a bit of traveling here, and I've kind of changed this up a little bit. I'm going to call that one, I don't know what. And this one is easily my favorite. I love it. I think it's so cute. So I have 2 of these boys, and then I have a Sculpt Catalyst. I'm going to show you the farm next episode. I've already designed it. I'm really excited for it. And it's an automatic farm, which is awesome. One last thing that I want to do is I have a book of comments that I've saved. So I'm going to read them to you. So part 1, here is a subscriber and nice spawn from Spaghetti Noodles. Part 2, no, not the audio by Astro Anonymous, because I lost the audio. Part 3, hi, I just wanted to say you don't get the views you deserve. You're so calming and good at Minecraft. By the way, I totally relate to the fear of mobs by Madalena. I hope that you were entertained by my Warden Showdown. Part 4, I loved your house. You're definitely a Greta builder by British Empire. Thank you. You know what? I think that I actually have improved my building abilities quite a bit. So I am happy with my stuff. I wasn't very good at the beginning of my Let's Play, but I think that now I would consider myself a pretty good builder. Not amazing, but definitely not horrible. 10:06 me when I do anything remotely impressive. Did you update the bunnies? Also beautiful house, keep up the good work. I stopped updating them a while ago. Okay, it's kind of a long one, but I really liked it. I know that it's good to keep all the mining and the building off camera because it might be boring, but I would love if you at least time-lapsed you mining, even if it's a little bit, or even breeding the cow. It feels like I'm there on a Zoom with you while you're playing, and it's just a nice feeling. You don't have to take my suggestion too seriously, though. Well, British Empire. I did try to do that a little bit with my kind of checking out the, the caves and lighting them up. I kind of tried to keep that a little bit more chill. Part 8, 1032, my new yearbook quote. Part 9, just so you know, axes break vines the quickest. Thank you, Enderbender17. This saved me a ton of time for the ball project. I think I'm going to do an update next video when it comes to the ball project because I've done quite a bit since then. And I have all the clips and I'm just going to put them all together. Part 10 is good on you for using biodegradable wood for Todd's casket. It's what he would have wanted by Plain Bagel 44. Yes, indeed. I did do that. Rest in peace, Todd. Part 11, I'm pretty sure you said you were bad at building at the beginning of the series yet. This base is beautiful by Spaghetti Noodles. Yes, thank you very much. I agree, actually. Part 12, Creeper. Oh man, this is from my brother. I actually texted him and I said, can you please comment on my video because there's no comments and I want to add something for part 12. So thank you to my brother for that comment. And then he also put an engineering disaster waiting to happen. At least it looks pretty. And that's in reference to my wizard tower. And it definitely does look like an engineering disaster waiting to happen. It looks like it's going to fall over any second. I'm such an idiot. You don't have to comment. I don't really, care. I get a couple of views a video and hopefully like the 12 or so people that watch my Minecraft videos are brought a little bit of joy, or at least making their day a little bit less shitty. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's been a while, but hopefully I'll be uploading more frequently. Especially since finally I can delete the raw footage from my computer, because this stuff has been sitting on my computer for months, and now I can finally get rid of it and start recording new footage. That's it. Peace.